Stop calling yourself an investor. Seriously, just stop. Every time you open that shiny little app on your phone with the green and red blinking lights, you are not participating in the global economy. You are not building a legacy or securing your future. You are simply checking the price of the rope that Wall Street is using to hang you. Look at you. It is 3 a.m. Your eyes are bloodshot, staring at a 1-minute candle chart like it is a sacred message from a god that does not even know you exist. You have got a lukewarm cup of cheap bitter coffee on the desk, and you are praying to a digital line to move up just a tiny bit so you can justify the thousands of dollars you have gambled away while your family is asleep in the other room. But here is the cold, hard truth, that nobody in your favorite Discord group or on your hype-filled subreddit will ever tell you. You are not a player in this game. You are the equipment. You are what we call exit liquidity. Do you even know what that actually means? It means that when a guy in a custom-tailored suit sitting in a high-rise office in Manhattan wants to sell his massive position and take his millions in profit, he needs a sucker to buy it from him. He needs a guy like you who just watched a 30-second video of a 19-year-old in a rented Lamborghini telling you that some garbage coin or some overvalued tech stock is going to the moon. You are the buyer at the very top so that the smart money can leave through the back door with all the cash. You are the human battery that powers their mansions, their yachts, and their private jets. While you are losing sleep and stressing over a 2% dip, they are laughing at your desperation. They designed these apps to look like colorful video games for a very specific reason. They want those little dopamine hits to keep you clicking, keep you trading, and keep you losing. You think you are outsmarting the system with your little drawings on a chart. You think a head and shoulders pattern or a Fibonacci retracement is going to save your pathetic bank account. It will not. The system was built by geniuses to be played by idiots. And if you cannot figure out who the idiot in the room is, I have got some very bad news for you. It is the person staring back at you in the dark reflection of your phone screen. Let us take a trip, but not a vacation because you cannot afford one. We are going into a mahogany-scented office on the 50th floor of a building that literally looks down on your entire life. Meet the fat banker. Let us call him Mr. Sterling. He is wearing a $3,000 suit. He is sipping a scotch that is older than your marriage, and he is laughing so hard he is nearly choking on his Cuban cigar. Why is he laughing? Because of you, Joe. He is looking at a giant Bloomberg terminal, and he sees your pathetic little $500 market order pop up on the screen. He turns to his junior associate and says, "Look at this one, Smith. This guy just read a headline on a clickbait news site saying the economy is roaring back, and he actually believed it. He is buying the top. Send him the shares we bought for pennies last year. Let us get our bonus early this year." You see, Joe, when you press that buy button because you are afraid of missing out, you are not investing in a company. You are providing a service. You are the garbage collector for the elite. Mr. Sterling has been holding a massive bag of overvalued tech stocks for 6 months, and he has been waiting for a useful idiot to come along and take them off his hands. That is you. You are the exit door. He cannot just sell $1 billion of stock at once without crashing the price, so he needs 1 million little Joes to all jump in at the same time to absorb his selling pressure. He uses the media, he uses the influencers you follow, and he uses the very news you trust to create a frenzy. Imagine this conversation. Joe says, "Hey, Mr. Sterling, I am doing it. I am finally playing the market. I am going to be rich just like you." And Mr. Sterling looks at you with a pitying smile, the kind of smile you give a dog before you take it to be put down. And he says, "That is great, Joe. Really. Here, take these shares. I will even give them to you at the highest price of the day because you are such a visionary." Joe says, "Wow, thanks." Everyone on Reddit said this was going to the moon. And as soon as Joe walks away with his digital bag of air, Mr. Sterling turns to his team and yells, "Dump everything, short the rest. Let us wash this guy out by Friday." You think you are in a partnership with these companies. You think you are an owner. You are not. You are a liquidity provider. You are the grease in the gears of a machine that is designed to grind you into dust. The fat banker does not want you to win. If you win, he loses. And let me tell you something, Joe. Mr. Sterling has not lost a round since the 80s. He has better computers, faster internet, deeper pockets, and he literally writes the laws that govern the game you are trying to play. You are playing poker against a guy who can see your cards, knows the next 3 cards in the deck, and owns the casino. And you are sitting there thinking your gut feeling is going to make you a millionaire. It is not just sad, Joe. It is embarrassing. You are being fleeced in broad daylight, and you are thanking them for the privilege. Stop the video right now. I am dead serious. Do not just sit there like a mindless vegetable soaking in this information while you plan your next move on some trashy trading app. Go get a pen, a piece of paper, and open your banking app. It is time for an autopsy, and the corpse we are looking at is your financial future. Most of you cannot even do basic long division, but you think you can out-calculate an algorithm designed by a PhD in physics working for a hedge fund. It is laughable. Let us look at the math of your failure. You see that zero commission label on your favorite app. That is the biggest lie since the check is in the mail. You are being nickeled and dimed to death in the shadows. Let us talk about the spread. Every time you buy a stock or a coin, you are buying it for slightly more than it is worth, and every time you sell, you are selling it for slightly less. If the spread is just 10 cents on a $100 stock, that is 0.1%. Sounds small, right? Wrong. If you are a highly active trader doing 5 trades a day with your pathetic $5,000 account, you are losing $50 a week just on the gap. That is $200 a month. Over a year, that is $2,400. You have lost nearly 50% of your entire account balance before you even made a single mistake in judgment. You are paying a stupidity tax to the market makers, and you did not even realize it. Now, let us do a real simulation. Grab that calculator. Let us say you have $5,000. You think you are smart, so you use 10-to-1 leverage because you want to maximize your gains. You enter a trade. The market moves against you by just 2%. In the real world, a 2% move is a Tuesday. But with your leverage, that is a 20% hit to your capital. Your $5,000 is now $4,000. To get back to where you started, you do not need a 20% gain. You need a 25% gain just to break even. And while you are sweating, trying to make that 25% back, the fat banker we talked about is charging you overnight funding fees. He is charging you for the privilege of borrowing his money to lose your own. It is a brilliant business model for him and a suicide mission for you. Let us look at your daily coffee and hustle math. You spend $7 on a burnt latte at a chain store because you want to look like a busy professional on your way to a job you hate. $7 a day, 7 days a week. That is $210 a month, $2,500 a year. If you took that same money and put it into a boring, low-cost index fund or even just a high-yield savings account at 5% interest in 30 years, that coffee habit has cost you over $200,000. You are literally drinking a small house in the suburbs every morning, and you have the nerve to complain that the system is rigged against you. The system is not rigged. You are just mathematically illiterate. Look at your screen. I want you to calculate your revenge trading losses. We have all been there. You lose $1,000, you get angry, your face gets hot, and you decide to double up to get it back. The math of emotions is always zero. Every time you trade with your heart, instead of a cold, hard spreadsheet, you are giving a gift to the person on the other side of that trade. They love your anger. They feast on your desperation. Let us do the final count for this section. If you have $10,000 today and you lose 10% every month, which is the average for a retail gambler trying to be a hero, in exactly 12 months, you will have less than $3,000 left. You lost 70% of your wealth, not because of a market crash, but because of the compound effect of stupidity. You are walking into a meat grinder and wondering why you are bleeding. Stop the math. Look at the numbers. They do not care about your feelings. They do not care about your moon mission. They only care about the fact that you are too lazy to do the arithmetic of your own destruction. Let us talk about your mentors. You know exactly who I am talking about. That 22-year-old kid on TikTok named Chad, or Tyler, who films himself in front of a neon-colored chart, wearing a fake Rolex and leaning against a lime green Lamborghini. He tells you he has the secret sauce. He tells you he has a proprietary algorithm that predicts the market with 99% accuracy. And for the low price of just $99 a month, you can join his inner circle and get his daily signals. Let us use our brains for a split second, Joe. If Chad was actually a trading god who turned $1,000 into $1 million in 3 months, why on earth would he want your $99? Why would he spend 8 hours a day editing cringy videos and shouting into a microphone if he could just sit on a beach in the Maldives and print money with his algorithm? He would not. The truth is, Chad does not make money trading. He makes money from you. You are his biggest trade. He is not a wealth coach. He is a professional salesman, selling hope to the hopeless. He is a paid shill for the offshore exchanges that pay him a massive commission every time you use his link to get liquidated on a 100-to-1 leverage trade. He wants you to lose, Joe, because when you lose, he gets a cut of the house winnings. And then there is the mainstream media. You turn on the financial news at noon and see some guy in a tie screaming about the next big thing. You think he is giving you a tip? No. He is the PR department for the fat banker we met earlier. By the time a stock or a crypto project is being discussed on national television, the smart money has already been in for months. They are done buying. They are looking for a crowd to dump their shares onto so they can cash out. They use the news to create FOMO, fear of missing out. They want you to feel like a loser for not owning it, so you rush in at the peak of the hype cycle. Imagine this. The fat banker calls his buddy at the news network and says, "Hey, I need to exit my position in this garbage electric vehicle company. Run a segment about how they are going to disrupt the industry and save the planet." The news runs the story, the gurus on Twitter start posting fire emojis, and you, the gambler, see all this and think, this is it. This is my ticket to the moon. You buy. The price stays flat or goes up a tiny bit for a day and then crash. The fat banker is gone. Chad has deleted his old tweets and is now promoting a new coin, and you are left holding a bag of digital trash that is worth less than the electricity it took to mint it. You are not just fighting a machine, Joe. You are fighting a synchronized orchestra of liars. The media, the influencers, and the big banks are all playing the same tune, and you are the only one dancing toward the cliff. They need you to be engaged. They need you to be excited. Because an excited person does not look at the math. An excited person does not check the fundamentals. An excited person just clicks buy and hopes for a miracle. And in this market, hope is the fastest way to the poorhouse. If the information is free, or if it is being shouted at you by a guy in a rented car, It is not information. It is bait. And you, my friend, are looking like a very hungry fish.